Here it is. Levi, Levallee, Robbie, Madison, they conquered their goals here in San Diego. The measurement for Levi Levallee, which is stunningly far beyond expectations.
What do we get? Do we beat 261?
412.
Shut up!
Yeah.
Shut up!
Yeah.
You heard him whisper the distance. 412 was the news delivered to Levi Levallee. 412 feet. Meanwhile, Robbie Madison just to the side of Levallee as they ran parallel through the night here at the marina.
Woo!
Nice, dude.
Ah, awesome.
That final release as those anxious moments are whisked away. High fives all around. Director of Sport Tess Sewell with a greeting. Levi Levallee, a year after the crash, and he just shattered that world record. 361 was the previous world record for the snowmobile jump. 412 feet unofficially as it stands right now.
Absolutely amazing, and just both pieces of equipment in the air, so stunning. Brought a welling of emotion to me, and I'm sure to everybody around this event, and Levi and Robbie as well, and the hug from his fiance, Kristen, and 412 feet, amazing. Still waiting for that measurement unofficially for Robbie.
Robbie Madison with his son Cruz, the 15-month-old, and wife Amy. Let's go to Jamie Little.
And Robbie Madison, we're hearing 378 was the distance. I know that look on your face. What are you thinking right now?
I won't say I'm going to do it again because that's not happening. But, you know, I'm not too disappointed. I broke the world record in practice, and, you know, we didn't have ideal conditions for what I was riding. But, you know, I'm just going to take a leaf out of Levi's book. He's got an 800cc engine. I'm going to get some more cc's under me for next time. 378
and 9 inches, I believe, was the exact distance. Now, your speed runs, you were 1 mile per hour under. What was going through your mind at that moment?
You know what, I came down, I caught a little bit of a wheel stand, and I had to just touch the clutch. I could bet my bottom dollar was touching the clutch. It affected the overall speed. So, you know, it's hard to get that. I was looking for the whole shot, and you just can't get the whole shot in every race. And obviously, I didn't make it the first this time. But it's all good. You know, I'm just stoked that I'm walking, talking. I got this awesome kid, and this is the best gift, and my beautiful wife. So it's a happy New Year's for me.
How about you guys side by side? What was that like? Everybody was expecting you to be 50 feet farther than him. All of a sudden, he's right next to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. I didn't know where he was. I know that when I went past his takeoff, I heard him, you know, on the gas, and I knew we were close. But you know, I got to halfway down the runway, and I just felt the bike kind of almost hit a wall. You know, it was just like I wasn't gaining the speed that I'd been gaining the whole way in, and I was ready for the flight, and I got mid-height, and I realized at the last minute I'm not making the mark. But I thought I was close to 378. But you know, Levi had the best seat in house. He could see me. For me, it felt like I was just one guy up there.
How about the drop-in? There was a lot of talk about that. You guys made adjustments on the bike you hadn't been able to test. Did you get everything that you wanted there?
To be honest, Jamie, I was terrified. You know, when I was kissing my wife and kid goodbye just before, I was hoping it wasn't the last time I got to do it, and that's just the way it is with this game. You know, you never know, and we made a lot of changes. We lifted the ramp up a degree, and I softened my suspension. We got, you know, different wheels on the bike. There's a lot of changes that went into it, and you know, the roll-in was one thing, but all in all, the whole setup was changed. So I was shaking at the knees, and you know, it's one of those things. But to turn around and land safely, and you know, we broke the world record on this jump, so it's all good. I'm stoked.
Valiant effort, one to be proud of. Go enjoy the evening, your new year with your son, Cruz. Let's go over to Sal Masekela with Levi.
Thank you very much, Jamie. 412 feet, my dude.
Is that more than 361?
I think it's a little bit more than 361. All week, you know, your attitude was so calm and collected. I remember yesterday you asked our producer how he was doing. How were you able to keep your mindset all week and then come to this moment?
I tell you what, a lot of it, there's a lot of fear involved with it, but just knowing you had the right people. I mean, between Redbull setting this amazing setup up and the guys that play us the sled, I mean, everybody just did an amazing job, and like without that backing, there's no way I would be able to do this.
All right, everybody wants to know what it was that you just experienced. Take us from the very beginning when they said, drop the hammer, open it wide open and go. What was it like?
Oh, man, once you hammer down, I mean, the thing just rockets out the line, and you're going so fast, and the biggest thing is, like, just keep it straight, keep it straight. So I was watching the dotted line. I got to the ramp, and it was straight at the bottom. I veered a little bit to the right, and I'm like, oh, and fortunately was able to correct it in the air, and, I mean, the thing landed